Hey, I'm standing here at one of my most favorite places in Amsterdam, Flevo Park. And today I thought to bring you some lessons from nature because I see lots of people really holding themselves back when it comes to growing. Well, if we would look at nature, if you would take a look at nature and become aware of how nature grows and bring that into your own life, life becomes so much more easy, joyful, pure, grounded. Lesson 1. A tree needs fertile ground to grow. So it looks for those places where it can really grow. And it can only grow on fertile ground. Fertile ground for a tree is where there's lots of nutrition in the ground, lots of fertile soil, and where there's oxygen, so the tree can also, blossom, because they need oxygen also. For you, fertile ground is love, self-love. The oxygen we need is the breath we breathe in. And we also need to be aware of the food that we take in. Not only the food that we really eat, but also the thoughts we think, the words we speak, the beliefs that we have. That's all food for our soul. So, fertile ground, that's 1. Self-love, the words we speak, the thoughts we think, the food we eat, the things that we drink, the beliefs that we have. So, then going back to the tree. The tree, first fertile ground, then the tree wants ground also where it can really bring in its roots. So it needs to bring in the roots. Because only if it's really rooted, it can grow. We also have to be rooted. We have to be grounded. Grounded to really be able to also grow, feel safe in life. And then we also need the oxygen like the tree needs. Lesson number 3. The tree. So lesson number 3. The tree always grows from creating a big trunk, a big solid trunk, and then it works its way up. Only when the trunk is solid, it starts to expand its branches and it starts to blossom. So the trunk always has to be solid first. And then the trees don't think about, do I get enough food? Do I get enough oxygen? No, they just take in what's there. They never worry. They just go with the flow. So the lessons that we learn from nature, we need a fertile ground first. We create that by loving ourselves, self-love. We can only grow if we love ourselves. We need to root ourselves. We have to be grounded to really bring in all the nutrition that is out there, externally, but also internally. Because I'm talking about external food and also internal food. The thoughts we think, the words we speak, the beliefs that we have, and also the food and the drinks that we consume. We need oxygen, and it's out there. We only have to be aware of breathing right. And before we grow, We have to first build a solid basis to grow from. That starts with becoming self-aware. Self-aware by reflecting, seeing what is limiting you, what is holding you back, where do you want to go to, what do you need to get there. And it's really doing the inner work. Because all the information that you would need to really be successful in life is already out there. But really, happiness, true happiness, comes from the inside. It's an inside job. And we have to stop worrying. You have to stop worrying. Why worry? Worry is poison for yourself, poison for your growth. It only holds you back. It only limits you. Trust life. Trust that everything you need is already inside you and outside you. Become like a tree. Trust that everything is already inside you and outside you. And if you need help there, I'd be more than happy to help you. Because what I live for is that people can be really happy from within. So they can be limitless and they can release their sparkle. So be happy, be bright, and be you.